we're here with Orville Hall from Dance Expressions. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Thanks for having me. So, tell me an example of what you do.
Alright, Dance Expressions, or Dance Theatre Expressions, the company, is a company that is dedicated to the development of dance hall in Jamaica. It is done through the whole dance experience in Jamaica, because dance hall cannot be understood unless you're taking it from the traditional folk forms through the whole evolution of the Jamaican music and dance, which is meant to scale rocksteady reggae into what is now present-day dance hall. So we are trying to take what people still consider street dance and formalize it to teach to the rest of the world.
Okay, so what motivated you in the beginning to wanting to become an entrepreneur?
Really, it was a passion from ever since, but it is really to establish dance hall, the dark dance in Jamaica, the deviant dance in Jamaica. You know? So it was that passion to establish that and have an institution that is dedicated to that. That was the motivation.
Okay, that's great. So you definitely have to have passion about what you do.
If it's not passion, it's not going to work.
Absolutely.
And I tell people I'm blessed with being able to do what I love, because any other way I know I would have stopped by the wayside already. But it's a lot of passion. The tours are ridiculous sometimes, you know, just the changing of planes and some of the places that you go to. And some of these places you only get to see for a day or a day and a half or 2 days, and then you have to move to another place. So it has to be passion.
So how important is balance to you?
Balance. Balance is everything. Balance in terms of self. You have to be able to zone in, because the days ahead of you in this profession, it's not scripted. You know, it's something that you have to pre-prepare yourself for what comes. You know.
So, what is success to you? Define success.
Success for me is when I am able to reach people with the understanding of what true dance hall is, or true dance is outside of Jamaica. Once I can reach people that way, that is success for me. It is not the physical thing where you get a lot of money from it. It is for me being able to make others understand truly, because the picture has been painted so many times and so many places around the world that dance hall is just street and ghetto, and it has no form, and it's, you know, so it is my lifelong mission, so people can understand the struggles that dancehall was born out of. You know, dancehall is practiced by inner city people, which constitute maybe about 65% of our country, which is poor people. So the dance comes out of the everyday struggle.
Yes.
You know, this is the space that we go to dance our troubles away. So if you go into a dancehall space and you see the guys dancing and using the gun finger, this is just what they're doing to get rid of that energy, so they don't literally go and pick up a gun. You know, so it is one of the realest spaces in the world. You go into dancehall, you can see the reenactment of what looks like sex. You can see things that look like praise and worship. You see sensuality. You see anger, but it is left in that space. It is a space that we get to get rid of all of this tension, because we are not. We don't have a government that supports this thing. The same thing happened with reggae. Reggae was sold back to Jamaica from Europe. You know, Europe sold us back because they had no respect for reggae. You know, they saw reggae as deviant music. You know, until the rest of the world started to embrace Bob Marley and Lee Scratch Perry and Dennis Brown and Gregory Isaacs. That way, but by this time, these people really had, you know, a grip on reggae and showed the most respect to reggae. And we're still just barely embracing it.
So, if there's one advice that you could give to me as an upcoming entrepreneur and get established, what would it be?
Just hold on to that thing that you feel inside that fire that tells you that this is really what I want to do. If before you go to sleep at night, you think about it, and if when you wake up in the morning you think about it, that means that's what you're supposed to do. What you have to be prepared for is that the minute that you decide in your heart that you're going to do it, prepare for the challenges, because they're going to come. And I tell people it's not the devil that gives you challenges, it's Jah himself that place the challenge there because he wants to test if you're true to it, if you want to do it. Okay, so don't blame the devil. The devil get too much credit. God put it there and said, okay, and then he put a bigger obstacle, and then he put a bigger obstacle, because at the end of the day when you get it, you should feel so overwhelmed and satisfied and feel like you conquered something, that when you're passing it on, you can pass it on with passion. That is my advice to anybody who wants to take on anything in life, any profession. You have to be true to it. You have to be a perpetual student. The day you get up and feel like you're the master of the craft, the learning process stops. Yes. So that means you stop learning and then you're a walking dead.
Yes, you're in trouble.
Yes, so you keep learning, because everywhere that I travel, and as much as I take dancehall, I cannot leave that country without learning something about their history and their struggles. And then you realize that you're not alone. You're not alone in your struggle. You're not alone in nothing that you're doing.
Well, thank you, Mr. Hall, for talking with me.
You're most welcome.
I learned so much about your company, and definitely stop by one day and take a class. I need to learn some moves from you.
Oh yeah, sure, please.
All right, well, have a good day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Respect.